believe we are connected. We'll bring up chat on my telephone so I can see messages from viewers. Good morning, everyone. Let's play some video games. Today we're going to be playing Wave Runner. This is a Model 2 arcade game made by Sega using Sega arcade hardware. Model 2 emulated on the M2 emulator developed by L Semi. Last updated in 2014 at near full compatibility for all Model 2 games, far beyond what even the likes of MAME was able to achieve. And we're going to play Wave Runner. This is a, think of it like a certain unnamed boat racing game that you might have played on maybe a N64 or a GameCube, except this was made by Sega. And I believe Wave Runner was, and someone, please correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Wave Runner came before Wave Race. Good morning, Joey. Joey Oldtimer, good to have you back again. So I want you guys to listen closely to the, let me make sure that the audio is set properly. Yeah, okay. Listen closely to the sound that plays when you put in credits. It's very, very fun here. Hang on. Yeah! 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 All right, here we go. Okay, let's select the course. True Sinister, good to see you. That stage select song is an absolute bop. I am playing this with a Sega Saturn controller. You'll only hear my voice. Oh, hang on a second. You should be able to hear the game. You should be able to hear the game. I don't know. There's game audio coming through. So. They're all gone already. Are you having trouble? I'll probably reset this so that I need someone to tell me if game audio is in fact coming through. You hear the game? Okay. All right. I'm gonna reset this real quick. Audio is all good, okay. Is there not a way to reset? Hang on a second. I'm gonna go to the test menu. That usually is a solid way to reset. If not, I might need to close and reopen this. Okay, here we go. Audio is all good. Sega Saturn 1994. Welcome to chat. It's a good year. Okay, let's select the course. Which one will it be? So they got 3 courses. You know, beginner, intermediate, hard. I believe that's what the kanji characters are all saying here. Are you ready? 3, 2, see those a lot. You start to recognize the kanji and course selection menus. How does one learn Japanese? Course selection menus and various arcade games. That's the way. How's the Sega Extreme Contest video going? It's going pretty alright. I've got the bones for it set. All the various graphics that I like to make for each video and intro sequences and stuff. Like that's all done. I'm now in the process of playing the games, writing scripts for the games, recording video for all the games. And the way I have that video formatted, I can write it and edit it in at pretty lightning speed. It's not like a feature-length documentary about a game. It's like a showcase video where I'm like, all right, here are my thoughts on these games. Here's some gameplay footage of the games, and here's some fun facts about the games. New to this year, I'm doing a little more work into like sourcing info from the actual homebrew developers, putting a little more work into that. Wave Race would have been a couple of years later. That's kind of my thoughts. I think this came out, I want to say 1995. I'm pretty sure it was 95, but most Model 2 games came out in 1995. They were between 1994 and then like 96, maybe 97. Sad thing about Wave Runner, game being played here, is they never did port this to home consoles, ever. I don't know if one was planned. Yeah, they really should have brought this to the Saturn. Maybe the Dreamcast even would have been fine. I mean, you could expand on it by adding some tracks or other game modes like some of the other ports they did. Ooh, will I get first here? Probably, maybe. Can I pull ahead of this dude? Oh, snap. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, no. Close. If I test the Sonic Tech demo on hardware, it might crash sometimes. If I have any issue with it, don't hesitate to tell us. Absolutely, I'll let you know. It would be really nice on Saturn just using BDP2 for the water. Yeah, I am recording all of it on original Saturn hardware with the exception of a Wordle port that someone made, which requires the use of a Saturn keyboard. You cannot play it with a Saturn controller. And I do not have a Saturn keyboard, so I'll be emulating that in Mednafen. All the other homebrew games I'll be recording on OG hardware. Catface, good to see you. It looks like it runs on Saturn. Look at that transparency. Yeah. Other than really high polygon count and high resolution compared to Saturn, it does look like it would be at home on the Saturn. And we'll sit through the attract mode here because it might show up on one of the jet skis here. But on the side of one of the jet skis, yeah, the Sega Saturn logo is on the side of at least one of the jet skis. The splash effects are interesting. Looks like they're running at half frame rate. Yeah, you might be right there. But yeah, so I don't know. They definitely were. They had Saturn on the brain in some way when they were making this, just by virtue of putting the logo on the side of a jet ski. You know, on the surface, it's just marketing. But I do wonder if they had plans to port this, because man, it is fun. I'd like to try to get first place on the beginner course, but I'd like to try the intermediate course first. I haven't tried the intermediate or expert level courses yet.
Yeah!
Listen to that sound when you put in credits. It's just,
Yeah!
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 Okay, let's select the course. Which one will it be?
If I can't have it run on hardware, use Mednafen. Tales of Saturn used Yaba-Use, and the lighting is buggy in that emulator. Okay, yes. Absolutely.
Are you ready? 3, 2,
We'll keep that in mind.
go! The race has started. Get on up to the front.
Alright, I haven't tried this course yet, so, you know,
Ready for a jump?
you're in for some primetime gaming, guys. Let's,
Look away, pull you down. Give her some
guys, gals, NB pals.
great jump.
I'm gonna totally get first for sure. This course I've never touched in a precision-based Sega arcade game from the 90s. Oh, jeez, that was something. Oh my God! Oh, that turn did not go well. Did not go in my favor. Jump!
Wait, big. Watch your steering.
So the controls for this game, there's steering and there's rolling, which I'm assuming translates to steering with the handlebar, and rolling by if you were playing the arcade cap, you would physically lean and roll the like plastic jet ski that you're straddling in front of the arcade monitor. And then, of course, there's throttle, acceleration, giving it gas. That has a lever on the arcade cabinet. All analog-based controls. It's all analog. So when you map this on an emulator, technically the M2 emulator has the capability to map analog controls, but every time I have tried it, it has always come off as being way too incredibly touchy. There's no like easy way to adjust dead zone sensitivity or anything like that in the emulator. So, all right, I'm gonna time out here. Oh, you're not even. Okay. So the emulator lets you map analog controls to digital pads, and you just if you like say you're playing Sega Rally and you've mapped it digitally to a D-pad in this emulator, and you press left to steer left. It will gradually increase the left steering the more you press the button, kind of like it would if it was, ported to an arcade or ported to a home console. We're gonna time out, I think.
Sorry, time's up. Better luck the next time.
Yeah, that's a sharp difficulty spike from beginner to intermediate course.
Back and race again.
Went from almost getting first place to getting annihilated.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Okay, let's select the course. Which one will
Yeah!
it be?
So that's what I'm doing in Wave Runner right now. I have mapped analog controls to a Saturn controller to, digital inputs.
Go! Great
And it seems to work fine. It's taking some getting used to. It does feel like I'm just playing a home console board of the game. But yeah, I can never figure out how you're supposed to map analog properly on this emulator. It's real difficult. I should start taking that turn much sooner. I figured out that turn with the jumps at the beginning. Solved that, but I gotta start cutting that corner a lot sooner. The one after it. Oh my god. Oh man. That was bad. Don't give up. Okay, thank you, announcer. I won't. I'll be sure to not give up. I definitely was thinking about getting off this this plastic jet ski. Strongly considering dismounting the arcade cabinet. Not anymore. Not anymore.
Great job. Don't let the weight slow you down. Give her some more gas. Nice job.
Alright, I'm gonna lean into this a little bit. Yeah.
Try to better go.
Take this turn so we can see if we can nail it.
Hurry
Yeah,
up.
okay. I don't know if we nailed it, but it seems better.
Look, a slow-mo hurry and happy.
One thing I've noticed about Wave Runner is it's not very friendly when you try to correct steering. It doesn't like that.
Look, a slow-mo hurry and happy.
Oh, this is where we timed out before. Okay.
Get ahead in the
So I'm like, what, a second ahead of where I was the first go around here? Nice.
hurry up.
So I probably won't finish it then if I nearly timed out the last checkpoint.
Get out of that corner and go.
Nice.
Sorry, time's up. Better luck the next
Right on the ramp for
game over.
finishing that race. Good morning, Akmal. You did not miss much. Sanity, good morning. Did this get a Saturn port? Sadly, no. And it's very odd that it did not. I feel like a lot of folks would agree this would have done well. Though thinking about it now, I mean, how would one have done the water effects on Saturn without really messing with draw distance? Maybe that was their obstacle. Because I guess you could do a water layer in VDP2, but in Wave Runner on arcade, and in Wave Race on N64, there are waves. Like there are, there are waves. So you'd have to render those, DDP1.
Oh, which one will it be?
You did not miss much, Akmal. I started streaming
Intermediate.
maybe about 15 minutes ago.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, Panzer Dragoon does the line scrolling on DDP2 really well. It's a great showcase for what you can do with that.
Get ready for a jump!
Panzer Dragoon's Vi in particular, like, really makes fantastic use of
Great job.
DDP2.
Still anyone great. Don't
Especially in
give up.
the stage with the trees. I cannot remember if it's 3 or 4, but
Still anyone
top of my
great.
head.
Don't give up.
I think it's 3. You go into a bunch of trees, and there's like DDP2 layering above and below the player with like lighting effects coming in from the top of it. It is just beautiful. So this you'd have to like,
Anyone great. Don't give up.
unless you're okay with completely flat waves, you'd have to do some of the wave graphics in DDP1. Maybe you could do like one sheet of water, 2, and then have some of like some of those polygonal waves animated in DDP1 on top of it. That you could do. If you could get it to look good, then it would look good. If you can get it to look good, then it would look good. Quote, PandaMorningum, 2024. What a wise statement.
Don't let the waves slow you down. Give her some more gas. Great job.
I'm always worried about those palm trees, but I don't think you can hit them. I don't think those palm trees are collision. I think they just go straight through the sprays. Or I suppose they'd probably be polygons. Most graphics in Model 2 are just either polygons or polygons in disguise. This Model 2 is not a spray machine. Not even close.
Wait, anything. Watch your steering.
Okay. We're running the waves a little better this go around. Nope, I'm gonna say that and hit it.
Hurry up.
I might actually finish the race this time. So.
Get ahead in the next corner.
It's like when anyone plays a Sega arcade game for the first time. You don't level up the character, you only level up yourself. You figure out how to mess with the game's physics and controls and what it's all about. And you just naturally get better.
Only one corner left.
Let's see
Out
if
of
I
that corner and
Yeah.
go. Look it.
But yeah, finished.
No one ran
Remnant C-Punk, good to have you here. Model 2 is a transformer in disguise, yes. Ken says game is louder than me. Okay. Alright, thanks for letting me know. We'll go ahead and adjust volume here. Getting conflicting reports on how the volume is going this stream. But I will happily adjust. That decade had a ton of water automotive sports games. You don't see stuff like this in Wave Race or Hydro Thunder. Yeah, you really don't. All great games.
back and race again.
Yeah!
Yeah. Yeah.
Game is Wave Runner? Yes, game is Wave Runner.
Okay, let's select the course. Which
Game
will it be?
is Wave Runner. We'll try the beginner course again.
Love it. Are you ready?
Don't mind loud games so I can hear the music as well? Okay, yeah. I did turn the game down and my mic up, so just a second ago. If it's still, you know, hard to hear one or the other, please let me know. When streaming different games across platforms, you can't really set volume levels and forget it. You kind of have to adjust for each game as you go. Oh, hang on. 1 second. Need the Panda ASMR. Panda ASMR is just me whispering complaints about 90s Sega into the mic.
Sega of America really should have pushed for canceling the 32X in favor of providing their own support towards the incoming Sega Saturn. Just imagine if Star Wars Arcade had come out on that platform in an enhanced state. If it came out at launch. Maybe even the Daytona would have been better. Is Tom Kalinske wrong?
There you go, that's some Panda ASMR. Give her some more gas. That is true. We would not have had the Tower of Power. We were gifted the Tower of Power, but at what cost? It was too powerful. Too powerful for one company to wield. Oh, sweet. I think I might get first for the first time. Nice. Onst! Yeah! Oh, credit roll for getting first place in the first track. Nice. Ooh, listen to that bass. Yeah! That is a fatty bass line right there. That music had some meat on them bones for sure. Do that for an hour, put it on a 10-hour loop, people would watch it. Everyone's like, you should do YouTube full-time, and I'm like, but I can't make money doing this full-time. Not a lot, at least. Not enough to sustain. But maybe 10-hour Panda ASMR is the answer to that problem. Let's try intermediate again. I don't feel ready for the expert course. Not yet. Maybe an in-house Saturn port of Virtua Racing would have been a good launch title. And it probably would have been. Or if they had just, you know, they made Virtua Racing Deluxe for the 32X. If the 32X didn't exist, then they would have just made that for the Sega Saturn. And it would have looked better and had the exclusive tracks and had the original source code, like... I mean, you know, butterfly effect here. Perhaps I'm wrong, but... I gotta start doing that turn better. That little hairpin after the jumps, I'm not hitting that good. Well... Superman does good. You're doing well. As a great philosopher once said. Kind of like in Wave Race, you gotta hit the waves at just the right angles. They can mess up your turns if you don't hit them right. And again, steering correction is, you know, forget about it. don't even bother. Oh man, you cannot correct steering in Wave Runner. Perhaps that's easier to do if you have analog controls properly set up, or if you're just, you know, playing on the arcade cab. Let's try this hairpin again here. Oh yeah. Let that wave get me going. That was good. That was good. Oh. Dang. Hurry up! The very, very nice, pleasant announcer takes a more firm approach when time runs low in Wave Runner. I'm liking the soundtrack in Wave Runner. Well, alright, OBS says it has reconnected. Let's see if it did in fact reconnect. No, Kenny, you are not bad luck at all. They got Panda. The Sega brand protectors got me. Started talking about the docs, and they're like, "Oh no." No, just kidding. I don't think they do censorship over there. Audio's blown out. It's okay. I have I'll turn it down again. I've adjusted audio several times so far this stream. I'm not sure where the happy medium is. Audio is cutting up. Audio is stuttering. Okay. So I guess the stream hasn't really reconnected then. Let's see. I don't know how to fix that, so I might need to just start and maybe restart the stream. I don't know. But you guys probably can't even hear me say that.